She had a face straight out of magazine. God only knows, but you'll never leave her. Her balaclava is starting to change. And when she gets his gun, he's begging, babe, stay, 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 stay. I'll give you one more night. What's up, guys? We're going to be looking at another 1975 song today called Robbers. I thought I'd do a couple songs today and film them both. So, we don't have a capo, which is nice. We just have 4 chords. We got E major, we got B, C sharp minor, and A sus. They sound really nice, and they're all basically the same, alright? And you'll see what I mean when we get into these. And the order of the chords, even that stays the same. The rhythm's really easy. So this song is quick to learn, alright? So let's look at the chords first. E major you might already know, I'll just cover it quickly. We've got open E, alright, middle finger, 2nd fret on the A string, 3rd finger, also 2nd fret, 1st finger here is on the G string, 1st fret. We want open B, open E, alright. Now for the other 3 chords, it's basically the same shape, alright? So let's start with B. So for B, you want to have your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, alright? And your 3rd finger is 4th fret D string, 4th finger is 4th fret also, but on the G string. And I want you to kind of bring your wrist low. Might be slightly uncomfortable, but it allows you to curl the fingers more, and then you can get open B and open E. And it just kind of ring, because they're open strings, they ring out nicely, they resonate with this kind of, the whole string's vibrating, so it sounds big. Alright. Now for C sharp minor, just slide this on up 2 frets, like so. Same thing, right? Make sure you don't hit the E string, by the way. You don't want that ringing for either of these chords. So what I do is I actually bring the middle finger and I just kind of rest it on the E string, because then it stops it from vibrating. You might get a little ring like that, but it's better than having, because that changes the chord if you have that. So you don't want the E string, right? For this chord, sometimes I add an extra note. Okay, so if you want to, sometimes you can add the middle finger here on the B string, 5th fret, or have it off. Either way is fine. So B, C sharp, and then the last chord, slide on down. And we can have, you can use the same fingers if you want, but I would use your middle, so your 2nd finger, and your 3rd finger, your ring finger, right? These 2 for this chord. So we end up with open A, middle finger, 2nd fret on D string, 3rd finger, 2nd fret, G string, open B, open E. Alright. And sometimes I get that D sharp in there, which sounds nice. So when I do that, it's the same chord, but it's like a variation. So for that one, you can kind of bar your 1st finger all the way down from the D string, but you can either use your 3rd or your 4th finger on the B string, 4th fret. The intro is basically the same as the verse. So we have this kind of palm muted rhythm, and this works for all the verses. So I want you to kind of rest your palm here on the bass strings. So your palm, by the way, if you don't know, is just kind of around here, this kind of area. You're just kind of resting it on the bass notes, because then listen. You hear that? It's nice and soft. So you're not pushing it in, you're not really pushing down on the strings, but you are kind of like just touching them, because it stops them from vibrating as much. That's why it's soft, right? And I kind of chug jun 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 jun. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Do you hear how beat 2 is louder? 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. So kind of 2 and 4. Not a magazine. You know, sometimes I play this A sus chord in different ways because I want to get different notes. Sometimes I play it with the 3rd and 4th finger, like this. And then I can do this. So that sounds nice. You can do that. So you put your 2nd finger on the G string 1st fret, and then you get the option. Sometimes I'll use just this and add the 4th finger to the 2nd fret, and the one I showed you as well. They all sound nice, okay? Hi guys, just want to interrupt quickly for 10 seconds just to let you know that I have premium membership lessons on my website, guitarlegend.co.uk. There's a link in the description. Now these YouTube lessons are great for supplementing your learning curve. If you want to learn quickly and fast and you want to potentially make money and perform one day, then I really suggest using me as your official guitar mentor and joining. So click the link in the description and enjoy the rest of your lesson. So that's kind of our verse intro part, right? She had a face straight out of... Oh, sorry, it starts with the chords, then the singing comes in. So 1 2 3. She had a face straight out of magazine. There's lots of space in this song. God only knows, but you never leave her. So it's the same thing for the verse. Alright, it goes round and round, chugging away like that. Now when we get to the chorus, you don't have to palm mute anymore. Take that away and you can just strum loudly. And it's the same thing. Jun 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 jun. Still kind of... Right? But the chords change differently. It's kind of more even, so we have 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Right? Whereas in the verse, you notice it was more 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Okay? So in the chorus, I'll give you one more time. I'll give you one more fight. I'll give you one more try. But I know you. Then the verse 2 comes in. Now the verse 2, he sings really loudly and does an octave higher. If you can't sing high and you don't want to be singing really loudly because you kind of have to belt that bit, just sing it an octave lower. So you can do... Now if you never shoot, you never know. So this is the same as the first verse, right? And if you never eat, you never grow. Hey. You got a pretty kind of dirty face, and when you need a house, he's begging you stay, 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 stay. I'll give then we have another chorus, right? So you notice that whole thing repeats. We had verse, verse, chorus. The same thing again, verse, verse, chorus, right? Now there is a bridge, so when we get to the bridge, that's slightly different. Alright guys, for this bridge, it's a little tricky because the bass line kind of goes F sharp, then it goes to G sharp, then it goes up to A, then B, right? But the chords in the background are different. So we kind of have A sus with F sharp in the bass. Then we have E major with G sharp in the bass, which is basically impossible. So we're gonna have to play a variation. Okay, then we go to A sus on its own, then B to finish, right? So let me just explain this again. The first chord, we want A sus with your middle and your third finger, okay? So on the D string, middle finger, second fret, G string, third finger, second fret. Then add your first finger here to the F sharp. Well, now that you've got your gun, then here, it's much harder now, the piece of gone. So for this one, this is the hardest one. You want to have your first finger again on the bass note, 4th fret. 4th finger, and you're going to have to lower your wrist to get this stretch. 4th finger is here on the A string, 7th fret. And then 3rd finger is 6th fret on the D string, right? Now, the hard part is we don't want the G string playing, so we're going to have to just mute it. Okay, so just rest your middle finger, just touch it, and it will stop it from ringing, alright? And you can get the B and E string if you want, alright? So that's how you play that, those two chords. Now if you really struggle with that, you can play E major, but it just sounds a bit odd. Look, watch. Well, now that you've got your gun, it's much harder now, the police have come. Do you see what I mean? It just, it's not wrong, but it just doesn't get that, the bass line that comes up. So after this G sharp, E with G sharp in the bass, then we go to normal A sus, and then B, okay? And then just take off your mask and find out everything's gone wrong. So that's just C sharp, B, A, right? Then we go into the last kind of outro verse thing. So let me just play that for you one more time. Well, now that you've got your gun, it's much harder now, the police have come. Now shooting to what you're at. But if you just take off your mask to find out everything's gone wrong. Then we can finish on, no, everybody's dead. They're driving past my old school. He's got his gun, he's got his suit on. She says, babe, you look so cool. You look so cool. So the first half of this kind of outro thing, we copy the chorus to begin with. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And we do it again. He's got his gun, he's got his suit on. She says, babe. Then the second half, make sure you can still keep it loud, but do the verse timings. You look so cold.